So this is a reminder. A reminder from spirit, okay? I don't ever know what to take credit for because I feel like a lot of what I say is not originally mine. It's stuff that I have conversations with God. Um, but the message is if you cannot do a lot, do a little. So, I was thinking about like how did I get to this point of of who I am? How did I get to this point outside of like divine interference? Because there was a time when I had my third child. She's 4. Before I had her, I was on the trajectory. Like I had become a Reiki master with my second child. I had stopped working. I had, started teaching Reiki and doing consultations and all this stuff, right? I was like, oh, okay. And then my ex husband started having really bad medical stuff, and my life kind of halted. And then I got pregnant, and then I got divorced, and all this stuff. All this, found out I had a tumor, all this shit. And in the process of that, I remember wanting to teach people. I've always wanted to teach. I've always wanted to share. I've always wanted to, because I've been on this journey for such a long time, and it's like this thing that's like a fucking roller coaster. I learned that it has to do with a lot of like everyday spirituality type of things, like shifts in mindsets, word choices, deep breathing, going to bed and not taking your phone to bed. And then there's like times where I'm really good at it, and there's times where I fucking suck at it, right? It's like, I don't know, I can't get out of this energy. And I know that everything is energetically inclined. Like as the planets move, I was talking to somebody today and they were like, oh my God, there was so much chaos that happened last night. And I was like, oh, really? And not because I was excited about the chaos, but because when astrology says that something is brewing or there's possibility in the energy, whether that's high vibration or low vibration, I look for the experiences that took place during that transit or that time. And yesterday and Friday was Mars conjunct Uranus, which is aggression and anger and energy and vitality and suddenness and rambunctiousness and chaos and liberation and this want to be free, this want to like fight for a cause type of energy, whatever, how big or small that cause may be. And so when I hear it, I'm like, ooh, because I feel like it allows people to relate real life to astrology. And it's like, now I can go and talk about these things that happen against this transit so people can understand how energy kind of translates. So there's certain times of life and seasons of life where it's easier to do things, or it's easier to let go of things, or it's easier to get in a relationship or to stand up for yourself, or sometimes it's outward energy, sometimes it's inward healing, and not necessarily, sometimes it's easier to lose vices, sometimes it's not. And there's grace that is offered in those moments. But when you are wanting to build your relationship with yourself and with God and with spirit, they're saying that a little goes a long way. So maybe you don't meditate every day. Maybe you're not even thinking about that. But take deep breaths. Like consciously 10 deep breaths in the morning, in the afternoon, and at night. Right? Don't wake up and scroll. For the first 30 minutes of your day, like get your shit together. You can look at your phone. Don't open any social media apps, wash your face, brush your teeth, make your bed, stretch, touch your toes 10 times. I don't go outside and breathe the fresh air. But there's small hacks that you can like hack your life into bigger transitions is what I'm feeling and what they're saying. And so there's a need for you to lean into that. You don't have to know it all. You don't have to do it all at once. You don't have to try to overly perfect yourself, because the reality is when things come and there's time for things to leave and come and go, they just happen. And in the interim, you want to try your best to be in alignment with the version of you that you want to be. So maybe you smoke and you don't want to smoke. You don't like that you smoke. So you smoke, right? And then you try to stretch that out longer in the day. Like, damn, I noticed that, the reality of it. Like I sat there for an extra 3 hours today and I should have been getting shit done. And I don't like that, but I also need something to decompress. Or, Like they're just saying like there's no right or wrong. They're saying it's your life experience is what I'm hearing, but there is a need to incorporate God. There is a need to incorporate spiritual health and the health of yourself, like your inner world, to keep that at least vibrating in the right direction, trending in the right direction. When God is working on you, God will take everything. Everything. Okay? And you're like, yo, do you love me at all? Like, what did I do? And that is when God is about to really love you and work on you and make you face you. And not to the point of non-existence, right? God will send angels every single day if you need them. But you'll feel it. You'll know it. You'll understand it until you understand it and lean into it, right? So again, there's just this need for small steps towards the version of you that you want to be. Get good at it, right? I'm saying whatever it is that you want to do, spend time with God, get clarity from God, and work towards that. But if you cannot do a lot, do a little. Love you.